Hello and welcome back. This is part 2 of Color Better and I'm on the back side. So we have one more technique and then some for you to experiment with. So this is scumbling. Scumbling is a round and round way of coloring. So it's just like small little circles. It's not scribbling, some people think. It's scumbling. So it's like controlled. I mean, maybe I'm going fast, but I've been doing this for a while. So if you're a student and you're racing and going fast, then I don't know why you're doing that. So take your time, and I'm making little highlights on the cloud, and I can add a little value if I want. So that's scumbling on the cloud. Now I'm going to scumble this tree, give it a little texture to make it look more leafy. So first I'm going to go do the round and round all over it with this light green with like a medium value. I'm actually going to use a light source on this tree to go back to the techniques we learned in part 1. So round and round, it's controlled. If you can't tell, it is. And then as I finish up with this color, I think I might take a darker green to give it the more shadow effect and to give it some more depth. So on the other side of where the light's coming, I'm scumbling in some dark green, giving it a little more shading, kind of little pockets of where, you know, it might be darker on the tree. And we'll grab you some brown and we'll do some hatching to give texture on the trunk. Maybe I'll take a darker brown and give it a little shadow. If you didn't have that, you could use dark blue, believe it or not. I'll show you that later. Face. On this little meeple face, I'm going to give it a couple layers. I'm going to layer like a light pink. And I'm just kind of doing a light kind of scumbling, but a little bit of horizontal. But very lightly. It's easy to neaten it up if it's light. It's really hard if it's dark. I'm going to take a brown color. Give it some tone. Try to give it a little bit darker face. And let's see. While I've got the brown here, maybe I'll just do brown hair, but you know it can be any color you want. And hair didn't used to be, but why not anyway, right? Make it any color you want. I'm going to try to give it a little bit of value, and maybe I'm going to give her a little blonde stripe in there. And give her like a blonde stripe and then just blend it in there. She's got a little bit of fashion going on there. Alrighty. Now, for these over here, I'm going to let you choose. So you have learned all the techniques on the front that you can go back and look at. And think about which ones would be, you know, useful for these, and then one for you to draw yourself. So, down here is a bonus, directional marks. You can add them if you want. They show 2 examples. It's like showing motion. And I showed the motion of the ball and then like the little kid jumping. Can you think of anywhere on this sheet where directional marks might go? Directional marks. If you can't think right now, if you keep watching or even if you fast forward, you will see where I used them. Alright, you can try the back while I do some bonus clips. So, I just want to remind you of the shading and using value and the layering. And I'm going to show you how you can take like a darker color and bring in a little bit more 3D effect. So I'm going to give a dark green on the green apple and give it a little bit more of a shaded feel. And you can watch this if you like. If this is new to you and you're like, oh my god, I had enough already, fine, you don't have to watch this. If you are interested and you want to watch it, then you can keep going. And if you're advanced and you already know all this, then you don't have to watch this. So this is a bonus area. You don't need to watch it. You can just go back to side 2. So side 2, you're pretty much on your own with how you're going to color the basket and the bunny, ice cream cone, and the car. I'm actually going to go and color those soon, but I'm going to do that in fast motion. I'm going to speed up the video. So here I'm just giving the shadow of the apple that might be reflected on a table or wherever it's sitting. You can play around with that if you like. Like I said, none of this part is mandatory at all. So hopefully, here I took a cool color. So magenta is like kind of a warm color, and I took a blue, and someone might go, what are you putting blue with pink for? Well, you actually can give like a pulling back effect with a cool color and a pulling forward effect with a warm color. So I'm just kind of adding a little warm where the light is to pull it forward and cool to pull it back. And I'm using like the layering. I could do some highlighting on cross hatching too, and maybe add a light source. So if you're done early, definitely do some more shading and enhancing your artwork, because if you're done early, it means you have advanced skills and you can do this kind of thing. Or you can always draw your own pictures and, you know, work on that. So I'm just gonna be quiet now, and I'm gonna fast forward this part so that you can just see what I did. Alrighty then. Did you figure out that you could use directional marks here to make it look like the car is moving or the wheels are spinning? If you did, congratulations. But that is what I was thinking anyway. You can make the car moving. So I hope you had fun with this activity, and I hope you learned to color better and you use it in the rest of your artwork. Bye for now.